and welcome in, everybody. I'm Max, and welcome into our coverage of tonight's game with the Florida Panthers and the Philadelphia Flyers. As the Flyers have been on a kind of a hot streak. They won their last game in Carolina yesterday, I believe, in overtime with the overtime winner by Cotter Gauthier, and he was able to put that one home. And the Flyers are coming back home and see if they can get some magic here and get a win against the defending Stanley Cup champions. We'll take a short commercial break and then we'll be back with more with the game. We're back, everybody, as we're underway. About to be underway, actually, here in this game. And let's go over the starting goalies for tonight's game. Samuel Ersson, his record this season, a 10-7-2 record. Goals against average of a 2.86. And his save percentage is at .888. And 2 shutouts on the season. His last 4 starts, though, have been red hot. Save percentage of a .957, a 3-1-0 record, a goals against average of 1.10, and the shutouts that I previously mentioned were coming in this hot streak for Samuel Ersson, who is starting for Philadelphia once again. Florida, on the other side, going with Sergei Bobrovsky, took them to the Stanley Cup Finals and won. The defending Stanley Cup champions, his record this season is 18-9-2. A 2.73 goals against average, a save percentage of a .900, a shutout in his last 5 starts, a 2-2-1, a save percentage of a .778 on January 11th of this year against Boston. Wasn't his best start. That was one of his worst starts, and that was his last start. As the Panthers have kind of been shaky in the last 5 starts because they are 2-2-1. And let's see if anything can develop here. As we're going to be underway at any moment in this hockey game, as the Flyers are looking to get a W here at home. Some of the problems they've been dealing with this season is their power play. Their power play at home has not been the best. They have had one of the worst power plays in the league, around the bottom of the league with their power play. They have started to solve that a little bit away from home. They did it in Carolina, I believe. They got a power play goal there and kind of solved it here as well, as they won 6-0 here against the Ducks. That was a controversial game because Cotter Gauthier's first game back in Philadelphia after he requested a trade from Philadelphia to Anaheim And Drysdale came here in the return, and he scored a goal in that 6-0 win. And the Philly crowd was going insane about that. As see what happens here in this game. Because who knows? Their last meeting was a action-packed one, to say the least. As I believe their final score is 7-5, 8-5 potentially in their last meeting. Reinhart has 25 goals in this season. Yep, the final score on December 5th was the last time they played. 7-5 is your final score in favor of Florida here in Philadelphia, and then Florida won 4-3 on November 9th in Florida. And that's all the matchups they've had here. This is the last matchup they're going to have here. Second one out of the 3 in Philadelphia at Wells Fargo Center. The Flyers trying to continue their hot streak, and the Panthers trying to get a win here on the road. Starting the lineup here for the Panthers is Rodriguez, Barkov, and Reinhart. As we welcome in our analyst, Brandon. Welcome in. We are about to start the game. We're underway in Philadelphia. The Flyers and the Florida Panthers sent in from center, played by Bobrovsky behind the net, and he left it there for Barkov, but then a turnover along the wall, and then recovered here by Kulikov. Behind the net, Kulikov again will backhand it off the glass, not cleared out of the zone though, as it's held in. Rodriguez poked off his stick, and he have to recover. Kulikov in his own defensive zone passes it across. As welcome in, Brandon. It's been a while since you've done a broadcast with us. Kulikov pass across on the left wing. It's sent into the zone. Intercepted, though, by a nice defensive play by Philadelphia. But then they turn it over along the wall. As Tkachuk trying to center it for Bennett. Went through the skates of Luostarinen and taken away by Philadelphia. Intercepted again by Bennett. Then Tkachuk couldn't receive the pass, but they sent it in deep. Ristolainen in the corner. Pressured. Still pressured in the corner. And it's cleared out of the zone by Philadelphia, and they'll send it in from center ice. Tkachuk retreat for Florida. Balinskis behind his own net. Luostarinen, Bennett, and Tkachuk out here, or for the moment they were. And it's now the Verhaeghe, Lundell, and Boquist line. Along the boards, battled for. Taken away by Tippett, and it's cleared out of the zone. Schmid, and now it's sent in again by the Panthers. Tippett left it along the wall, and it's bounced off the boards. Intercepted again. Not clean breakouts here by the Flyers as Verhaeghe's shot just missed the net wide. Got a stick on it. Was one of the Flyers there. Was, I believe, Sealer. Boquist lost it. And it's cleared out of the zone as it's deflected off of Boquist's stick. Verhaeghe chips one into the corner. Taken away here by York. And they'll look to move it up on the rush and could not go. Philly is 8th in the Metro. Not one of the best teams as that one goes out of play into the Florida bench. The Panthers on the other side are second in the Atlantic with 53 points in 43 games, a 25-15-3 record. As they've had a really good season after winning the Stanley Cup in the previous. And that is not one off the face-off, so they have to reset it. Off the face-off, outside of the Flyers' blue line, Kulikov passes it across to Forsling, who slaps it in. Along the boards, it's battled for, fishing for the puck, and taken away by the Flyers. Not cleanly, though, and it's intercepted at center and taken away by Forsling in his own blue line. Forsling off the boards near the penalty boxes, chipped into the zone. Brink pressured. Then York cannot clear it. Kulikov pressured from behind. Kulikov's shot deflected off the blocker of Ersson. Along the boards, Florida trying to put some pressure here on Philly. Rodriguez trying to drive to the front of the net, and that couldn't go as Sanheim takes it away. Sanheim got it poked off his stick. Florida touches up. That would have been a offside if they didn't touch up, actually. Zamula will recover it for Philly. We're almost 4 minutes into this first period. We still do not have a registered shot on goal here, as it's played along the wall off of bodies and cleared off the glass and out of the zone. And that's going to be a hand pass as we take a whistle here. Philly won 6-0 against the Ducks in their previous home game, their last home game, as Drysdale got a goal. He had not scored in a while for the Flyers, and he scored one in that game in their last home game. 16:26 left to go in the second period, or first period. I don't know why I'm saying second period. We barely just started here. Zamula will play it up and will send it in from the blue line. Dropped off for Couturier. Pass across, couldn't go. Couturier goes back to the line. They're moving it around now. Trying to center it, and it could not go. Kachuk in the middle, taken away as it's sent in. Luostarinen pressured along the boards. Luostarinen trying to center it for Bennett off his stick, but it's held in. Mikkola trying to send it in deep in front, centering pass in front. Luostarinen couldn't pass it across. Might have been a great defensive play there. A turnover. The pass for Kachuk. Trying to center it, and it couldn't go. Shot from distance went wide. Bennett behind the net. On his backhand will leave it. Ristolainen intercepts, and he'll play it through the middle as Tippett will clear it out of the zone. Mikkola with the puck will send it in from the red line. Rimmed around as that counts as a shot on goal for Florida. So we finally get our first shot of the game almost 5 minutes in. Kulikov will send it deep. Centering pass couldn't go for Greer as he was trying to center it again as there's someone in front. I believe it was Verhaeghe. As the Flyers move in on the rush. Pass in front. Save. Rebound. What a save by Bobrovsky early on. And the Panthers the other way. Forsling waiting. Shooting. Missed the net. Rebound. Greer couldn't get it. Drysdale trying to get the puck. York. And it's still along the wall where it's battled for. Goes to the line and not out. Lundell held it in. But they're going to go for a line change as Drysdale has it behind his own net. 2-1, the shots favoring Philadelphia. Almost 6 minutes into the first period. York off the wall. Into the zone. Forster is offside. That might have been an icing. Either way, there's a whistle. Very good chances for both sides in this hockey game. Very, very close chances. As off the face-off, it is one here and sent into the zone. Played along, and Florida will send it in from the red line. Samoskevich dropped it off. Nosek didn't have the same page there as it's moved up. That was Forrester who made the pass, but Flyers are going for a change. Balinskis moved up and it's just chipped into the zone. Deflected, so no icing. Ristolainen. Pass for Zamula. Trying to stretch it up. Goes on goal, so it won't be any icing there, as Bobrovsky had played it with the pad of his stick. Sent in by Rodriguez along the wall. Ristolainen, and it's chipped out of the zone. Race for the puck, and Florida gets to it first. Reinhardt. That was Schmidt who beat him to the puck. And a big hit in the corner on Rodriguez. Penalty upcoming to the Flyers. No, it's going against Florida. There's a whistle. There's a penalty up. There's a high sticking call. And I believe the Flyers are going to the power play. I am not quite sure about that. It is going to be a Flyers power play. Barkov with the minor penalty, and the Flyers are going to go on the power play when we return. It's 0-0, almost 7 minutes in. We're back in Philadelphia, and we have a power play upcoming for the Flyers. This is Barkov, who took a high-sticking minor, and the first power play of the game comes less than 7 minutes in. So, Florida trying to kill this penalty off. The Flyers have not been really good on this power play here at home. They'll look to change that here. Face-off one here. Power play underway. Centering pass couldn't go for Frost. Morgan Frost goes back to the blue line for Konechny. Settled down by Drysdale. Rimmed all the way around behind the net. Barkov, a high sticking call. Frost behind the net. Frost along the boards, and it's turned over. Here come the Panthers trying to go shorthanded. 1-on-2. Crossing the line. It's a shot by Lundell that missed the net wide as a deflected wide. Michkov drops it off as a 28th ranked power play for the Flyers. 14th best penalty kill in the league for the Florida Panthers. Along the boards, Michkov tying up one of the Panthers in the corner. Konechny handled the puck. Konechny gets it back from a pass from Frost. Goes back to the blue line. Pass across for Konechny again from the point. Konechny in the slot. Pass across. Tippett save. Drysdale goes across a rocket pass and it goes for Reinhart the other way, shorthanded. Reinhart moving through. He scores. What a goal by Sam Reinhart. And the Florida Panthers score a shorthanded goal to make it 1-0. With 12:01 remaining, a great chance by Tippett at the other end on the power play. And a bad pass by Drysdale leads to the goal here by Reinhart. It would have been a penalty upcoming to the Flyers anyway. And it's negated because Reinhart scores a shorthanded goal. And it's 1-0 Florida. There's still 45 seconds remaining on this power play for the Flyers. And indeed, this power play has been atrocious for this Philadelphia Flyers squad at home. Konechny along the wall, pressured. Rimmed around for Drysdale. Or Sanheim, my apologies. And then it's cleared out of the zone. 20 seconds remaining on this power play. A shorthanded goal by Reinhart makes it 1-0 Panthers on their second shot. Only had 5 shots in the game combined between both of these teams. Forsling will clear it out of the zone. That's going to do it for this Flyers power play that really did not have much and gave their opponents the advantage as Ristolainen has the puck. Back to full strength 5-on-5. We can resume the play. His 26th goal of the regular season, unassisted in a shorthanded one. And the Panthers are up early. Barkov pass for Reinhart was out of the reach. So not a good pass there. That would have been another good setup by Florida. Sent in deep into the zone by Couturier. Couturier along the wall, along the boards, battled for, and Lofton lost it. Pass from Rodriguez goes to a shot, score! Balinskis! 2-0 Panthers. And that one was just a wrister that just beat him clean. Wow. Little bit of a screen went through the legs of York, and it beats him 5-0, and it's 2-0 Panthers. Barely, almost halfway through the first period. And that just, oh wow, that is a very bad goal to let up there by Ersson. And all of a sudden, for the Florida Panthers, that's Balinski's second of the season, deflected and out of play into the crowd. That's only his second of the season, and all of a sudden it is 2-0 Panthers just like that on the Flyers power play that was supposed to give them the momentum, and it did not, and instead gives their opponent 2 goals on 3 shots. For the moment it says 2 goals on 2 shots, but I believe it's 2 goals on 3 shots, and they do correct that right now. Ristolainen along the boards. Konechny bounces it up. There's a chance moving in, and that's poked away immediately before anything could develop. That was, I believe, Forrester or Tippett with a chance. And that's Tippett. Moves it up on a backhand pass from center, so the Flyers have to respond here, trying to stop the bleeding here in the first. Schmidt. And it's cleared out of the zone again. There's a pass moving in for Luostarinen. Passes it all the way around. Tkachuk deflected. No icing, they say. And the Panthers, Bjortfot. Balinskis his second. Rodriguez and Schmidt with the assists. Boquist sends it across in the middle. Shot! And it deflected. I think that was Bennett with a chance. Lundell. Panthers getting those chances now, trying to make it a 3-0 lead. Boquist waiting. Delane along the wall, and it's deflected off a knee and out of the zone. Bobrovsky plays it for Boquist again. 9 minutes remaining in the first period. 2-0 Panthers leading it. Shot from the boards, deflected. Back to the point again. Kulikov sends it across. Shot from distance, deflected wide of the net. Back to the point again for Kulikov. A shot deflected just wide of the net. And that was a slow-moving one, and it just barely missed the post. Nosek couldn't win the puck battle, but it's held in by Florida again. Nosek couldn't get the puck, and now it's Sanheim who cannot clear it, and there is a whistle. Do not know what's happened. I believe there's another penalty call. Greer is mad about something. He's arguing something here, and I believe this might be a Florida power play. They say it's a Flyers power play. We'll see what's going on when we return, but another Flyers power play. Let's hope this one, for the Flyers' sake, is not another shorthanded goal. We'll be back with more after this. back, everybody, in Philadelphia. Another Flyers power play looks to convert, and instead of giving another shorthanded goal up, as they look to improve on their previous chance that they had, as Reinhart scored the shorthanded goal. And I don't know what the call was, but Greer was pretty mad at it. There's a Flyers player in the box right now, so I'm not sure if it is a power play or are we going to go 4-on-4 here. No confirmation just yet from what I see. And they instead say it's 4-on-4. They just changed it. So there's not going to be a power play for the Flyers. It's going to be 4-on-4 hockey. See what happens here. Face-off one here. It's York with the puck as we start 4-on-4 hockey. A lot of open room. That pass was intercepted by Forsling. Gustav Forsling moving in. They call Greer with embellishment and Couturier was slashing. I think that's why Greer was upset about the call, as Forsling will send it deep into the zone. Rimmed all the way around Kulikov and now taken away by the Flyers. They have a 3-on-2 potentially moving up. Sanheim into the zone. Right wing on his backhand. Chips one towards the goal, hit the outside of the net. Two Panthers went down. Flyers trying to get possession. They poke it off a Kulikov stick. Sanheim. And he's pressured along the wall. Barkov. And the Flyers, after all those mistakes by the Panthers, somehow recover. Forsling with the puck, and then he drops it off for Tkachuk as he left it for him behind his own net. A minute left to go on 4-on-4 hockey. 2-0 Panthers early on here in Philadelphia in the first. That's going to be offside if they touch it, and they do. 7:20 to go, and then they all get huddled up in extracurricular activities. .54 seconds to go in the 4-on-4. A big hit on Mikkola and Ristolainen during that whistle, and that's why everyone got together and started talking, I guess. Shots are even at 4, 2-0 Panthers. Oh, well, there's a surprise appearance from Brandon.
Honk.
So what do you think of the game right now? It's 2-0 Florida. They're the defending Stanley Cup champions, by the way.
Yes.
Okay. Nice analysis there, Brandon. As it's dropped off here. And it's poked off his stick. Deflected, and it's taken away here by Sealer. Pass across. He goes back. Konechny moved it up. Pressured at the line, and here come the Flyers. 29 seconds to go. A big hit there. Fans wanted a penalty. They do not get it. Konechny steals it. Tough angle shot denied, and as he went down. The short side chance, and Bobrovsky kept it close. Tkachuk drops it into the middle. Onside, Kulikov dropped it off. Here's Bennett with the shot, and he missed the net wide. It's deflected wide. And one of the Panthers went down. It was Kulikov, but it's held in the line by Forsling. Pressured. He went down. Will that be a penalty? I don't think so, as the two guys that were in the penalty boxes come out, and it's 5-on-5 again. Behind the net, Flyers trying to get it out of their own zone. They do not want this deficit to be more than 2. They need to chip away at the score if they want to get a chance into this game. Trying to get a nice move there, and that did not go for the Flyers' way. Lundell moves it in. Lundell, a backhand pass into the middle. Here's a potential shot that never went off. Lundell chips it. Boquist in the corner. Behind the net along the boards, Lundell off a body, and he gets the puck again along the boards. Towards the front of the net, Sanheim will get it away. And then Lundell, pass, could not connect. Balinskis, along the half boards, now moves behind the net. Balinskis was on his backhand before he got it poked away off his stick. Lundell tripped up. There's going to be a penalty upcoming to the Flyers, and we have our 4th penalty of the game. Not even 15 minutes into it, and it's going to be the first power play for Florida. once we return. 5:17 to go. The Panthers will have a power play when we return here in Philadelphia. They have a 2-0 lead. Back here in Philadelphia, Gritty, the mascot of the Flyers, is doing, I don't know what he is doing. Trying to hype up this crowd that hasn't had much to cheer for here early on, as they're going to have to go on the penalty kill here as the Flyers took a tripping call before we went to break as Zamula tripped up Lundell, and the Panthers will have their first power play of the night. Brandon, what are your thoughts on this? 2-0 Florida and a chance for a 3-0 lead. What do you think the Flyers need to do to try to shut them down?
They're going to be smart.
They got to be smart on this penalty kill. Barkov goes across. Here's Reinhart with the shot pass, and it's stopped. Off the short side. Trying to go back door there, as here they re-enter again. Schmidt sent it in. Here's Reinhart along the wall. Schmidt, pass across for Tkachuk, who waits in the circle, passes it for Barkov, who leaves it for Schmidt, who faked the blast, passes it across, shot, missed the net wide. 40 seconds have passed here on the power play. Goes back to the point for Schmidt, who sends it across, shot, and a deflected save. That was Verhaeghe with the chance. Along the boards, Reinhart fishes it free. Tkachuk along the boards for Barkov, goes to Tkachuk and then leaves it. Pass across. Here's Barkov. Settles it. Tkachuk along the goal line, along the referee. The puck was jammed up with the referee in his skates. It is cleared out of the zone by Philadelphia with 50 seconds to go. Played by Bobrovsky in the stretch pass. Moving in, Reinhart. Reinhart, 7th best power play in the league for the Florida Panthers as that pass was picked off and cleared out of the zone. Bobrovsky leaves it for Bennett. 30 seconds remaining here on the Florida power play. Bennett will send it in from the red line. Samoskevich trying to get it. Rodriguez deflected off his stick. Held at the line by Balinskis. Bennett, and it's poked out of the zone. Great defending there. Balinskis with the puck at center. Drops it off. Here's Rodriguez moving through. Pass. Back to Rodriguez. He shoots off the blocker and a save. And it's slapped out of the zone and cleared, and the power play is over. 0 for 1 on the power play are the Panthers. 0 for 2 or 0 for 1 on the power play are the Flyers. Gave up a shorthanded goal, and special teams have not done much here. Only a shorthanded goal by the Panthers. So going down a man is apparently more effective than being up a man right now in the game. Forrester couldn't get in, and here's Greer behind the net. Greer goes back to the point for Kulikov. Greer shoots, it was blocked and deflected off skates, but it's intercepted again. Here's Greer. Pass across into the zone. Nosek knocked down along the boards. It's Michkov who deflects it into the zone. Pressured. Michkov trying to center it. Goes back to the point where no one was there. That's going to be no icing. It's slowed down on Ristolainen. 2:20 to go. He's behind his net. Now he starts to try to do the breakout. He goes off the boards for a pass that was intercepted and disrupted by Mikkola. Deflected back into the Flyers zone. Settled down by Ersson. Off the boards again. Here is Konechny who turned it over. Shot! There's a penalty upcoming again. Another penalty. It's a delayed call, and it's going against Florida. And second power play here for the Flyers. They're trying to cut the deficit. They'll basically have the rest of the first period to try to get something here as Rodriguez is arguing the call. Rodriguez goes to the box and do not know what he called. Interference, I believe. Yep, that is interference. Konechny didn't even have the puck. So, Brandon, what do you think the Flyers should do on this power play? They're down by 2. They need 1 to get within 1. What do you think they need to do?
They better get that one.
They better get that one. Third season as the Panthers head coach. 119 wins under the belt. Michkov has 6 power play goals this season. Stretch pass up for the pass here for Lundell. Lundell steals it behind the net, trying to center it. Lundell steals it away again. Wow. Only 1 shot on goal on the Flyers power play coming off of Tippett's stick. And nothing much on this power play so far as they're still in the defensive zone. They haven't been able to set up here. Florida has a shot on this power play. The Flyers don't. It's been egregious. Pass across. Konechny shot and a save made. The one-timer. And it's not held the line by Drysdale. That was an easy one and just hopped over his stick. Konechny back in. Pass it for Michkov. It gets intercepted. Cleared out to center. And nothing is going right on this power play. Ristolainen. 1 minute remaining here in the first period. Sent in by Ristolainen from the red line. 55 seconds to go. It is cleared to the line and not out. Ristolainen, a nice keep-in. Behind the net. Pressured along the wall. Goes back to the point for Ristolainen, who sends it across. Backhand pass up and centered. And a save made. Bobrovsky with a huge save there. And a chance short-handed. Barkov trying to get through. And it's covered by Ersson with 31.1 to go. To remind you once again, our intermission report will come after this. Cates with a great centering pass. And somehow that didn't go into the net for Bobby Brink. Great pass in the slot. Great save by Bobrovsky with the use of his arm there with 30 seconds to go on the power play. We have referees in the crowd now. Girl 1 and 2 guys in the front row, basically. And they're waiting to give the signal for the face-off. 15 combined shots in the game. They are waiting to drop the puck from the stands. And it is dropped. I'm doing a better job than the actual referees. Dropped it off and taken away here. Flyers poked off his stick. Have to reset with 15 seconds to go in the first period. Less than a second on the game clock is added to the Flyers power play here. 5 seconds remaining. Along the boards is battled for. 3 seconds to go. Jammed it along the board. Centering pass. Here's a shot that never went off in time. It went after the horn had went off. As the power play expires, they're 0 for 2. Shots are 9-7. Florida with a 2-0 lead after the first period of play. We'll be back with more after this with our intermission report with me and Brandon. We hope to see you there as the Florida Panthers are up by 2 goals after the first period of play. We'll see you in our intermission report just coming up shortly. Welcome everybody to our first intermission report here on the NHL and MHS. 2-0 Flyers after that first period of play, and it was a pretty dominant period by the Panthers. Panthers have a 2-0 lead. If I just said Flyers, then I don't know what I'm saying. Reinhart with a shorthanded goal. The Flyers got a power play call. Shots are even at 7 right now, by the way, in the first period. Sam Reinhart with his 26th of the season, unassisted, a magnificent goal. And it was 1-0 Florida at 7:59 into the first period. Wrist shot goes into the net. And then not even 2 minutes later at 9:34, Uvis Balinskis gets his second of the season, assisted by Evan Rodriguez with his 11th assist. And Schmidt with his 6th assist, and it's 2-0 Florida. Both wrist shots, and that second one was probably a very bad goal to let up there by Ayerson. It was just an innocent wrist shot out of nowhere, and it just goes into the net, and that's one he probably wants back, because it went through his 5-hole and into the net. 2-0 Florida as we stand right now at the moment. And they really need something to re-energize what's going on here, because they have not been able to get into the zone cleanly at all. And they need to find a way for sure. What do you think, Brandon? If Brandon's there. Oh, I think he's here at the moment right now. See if we get back to connection with him. They just added a shot on goal, they just said. Apparently on the NHL website it says 7 shots for Florida, but for the moment from what I'm watching, they say that the shots are 8-7, so either someone's made a mistake on the score sheet or the TV has made a mistake on their broadcast as is on our intermission. 7-7, the shots were even on goal. A face-off percentage were favoring the Flyers, almost 60%. The power play percentage, 0 for 2 on the power play is something you do not want to do. But the Flyers have just been commonly doing that this season at home ice in Wells Fargo Center. 0 for 1 on the power plays, Florida. 7 for the hits favoring Florida. All the block shots coming from the Flyers, which was 7 giveaways as well. And 4 takeaways for the Flyers, and 3 for the Panthers. Only 1 giveaway, though, by Florida. So a pretty good game so far for these Florida Panthers that have a 2-0 lead. We had a bunch of penalties. We had 5 penalties, coinciding penalties with Greer and Couturier, Barkov with a high stick earlier on, Zamula with a tripping, and then Evan Rodriguez with an interference against Travis Konechny. A lot of penalty calls were made during that first period, pardon me. We're going to be moving on to the second period once we return, and we'll see what this second period has in store for us, because the Flyers really do need to find a way to get something here on the board, because they have not been able to. And let's see if they can step up the energy. But this is going to be a very difficult game for them, especially because it's the defending Stanley Cup champions. It's not going to be an easy game when you're facing the defending Stanley Cup champions of this year. And we'll see what the Flyers have in store for us, and see if the Panthers can extend their lead as they have a 2-0 lead over the Flyers on the road. We'll be back with more after this. for the second period of play here in Philadelphia, as the quarter century's first team for the Flyers has been announced to be Gagne, Giroux, Richards, Desjardins, Timonen, and Czechmonic. I believe Czechmonic passed away. I might be wrong on that. Simon Gagne was a very good player for the Flyers. He scored that Game 6 overtime goal in the 2004 Eastern Conference Final against the Lightning. Scored that overtime goal against Chicago, and then basically won the game for the Flyers in that 3-0 comeback against Boston in Game 7, where they're down 3-0 in the series. As we're going to start the second period, they're going to need some help here. As the first century team is Timonen, was a very good player for the Flyers as well. That's why they're on this list, and very great at what he did. Desjardins as well, Eric Desjardins, the captain, I believe after Lindros. Or during Lindros' time as well. As second period's about to start here. They need a hero here. Hathaway's out here with Foley and Lofton, with Sanheim and York, the defenseman for the Flyers, on the ice. Shots are even at 7. Nice hit there along the boards, and it's taken away here by Schmid. Schmid moves it up the other way, passes it across on the right wing, moving in through on the backhand, dropped it off at the point. Here's Mikkola with a shot save made from the point, and then it's center for Reinhardt, deflected out of play. Good chance there. Mikkola got crushed by Hathaway there immediately into the second period. And very bone-crushing hit right there. The hits are favoring the Panthers 9-4. Face-off one here by the Flyers. Brink lost it. The pass for Sanheim, but recovered. Forster moves it up. Deflected off a Kulikov's stick. Chipped into the zone. Flyers trying to pursue for it. Florida takes it along the boards, and it's taken away. Lusterina moves it up for Bennett. Bennett sends it across. Back to the point from Lusterina. And here's Kulikov. A blast from the point by Forsling, and a save made. Kulikov again deflected. And it's behind the net. Someone lost their stick. It was one of the Panthers. It's regathered here. Here's Bennett. It was Lusterina who lost the stick, and he picked it up. And Brink can't get it out of the zone. It's just jammed along the boards. Flipped up into the air. Forster, and that's going to be icing, I believe. Briere, Couturier, Voracek, Pronger, Provorov, and Brian Boucher. The quarter century second team. Those players also had a great impact on this franchise's. Brian Boucher now calls the Flyers games on NBC Sports Philadelphia, which he's currently doing right now for the Flyers. And great goalie during that time for the Flyers. Might be one of their best goalies all time considered. See what the Flyers can do here. They're trying to push, but Florida's great forechecking and defending has denied them of doing anything pretty spectacular here so far. Onside, they do not say it's onside. Offside of the line. Would have been a great zone entry too. It would have been Forster with the puck. Nothing develops though, and they'll have to reset it. Another faceoff outside the Florida blue line. Along the Flyers bench. And it's won here by Florida. Mikkola chips it. And Rodriguez couldn't get it, but Boquist now intercepts it. Rimmed all the way around. Flyers trying to chip it out of the zone. It's cleared out of the zone by Boquist. Now he gets it again. Boquist will send it in into the Flyers zone. Regathered here along the corner. It's taken away here by Tippett. Owen Tippett had trouble controlling the puck there. And Lundell moves through. Anton Lundell poked away off of his stick by Sanheim, I believe. Konechny now moves it up through the middle. Sent in by Tippett. Deflected. Held in by Konechny. Forced a clearance attempt to be blocked. Verhaeghe gets the puck now. Moves it up. Chipped into the zone. Balinska's chasing Sanheim with the puck. Sanheim pressured. And it's cleared out of the zone. That's going to be rolling. It's going to be an icing. 17:37 to go in the second. The shots are 9-7 in favor of the Panthers. Only 2 shots in the period, and they're only coming from the Florida Panthers sticks. Nothing has generated much. We've had some speed bumps along the way as well with a bunch of whistles to start this period, as we're not even 2.5 minutes in. 7 seconds off of a 2.5 minutes in exactly. Couturier gets kicked out of the face-off dot. And he has 7 goals, 13 assists, and 20 points in the season. He's played 41 games. He's missed only 1 of the 42 games that the Flyers have played. Forsling. Barkov along the boards. York couldn't get it. To the point, Forsling. Forsling dancing the blue line. A shot deflected on goal. Was blocked. Centering pass for Rodriguez. Couldn't chip it through. Rodriguez behind the net. Taken away. As Sanheim trying to clear it. Florida still has possession for a second. Barkov lost it. Pressured by the sticks and it was disrupted. Flyers look to move it up. Great pass for a breakaway chance and a save. It was Couturier with a chance. He was all alone. Would have made it a 2-1 game, but no, denied by Bobrovsky on his 8th stop of the night. And we continue scoreless for the Flyers. They have not scored a goal tonight, and they continue. But a great chance. Probably one of their best chances of the game right there. Disrupted. Will that be a penalty? They're pretty close to. Here's a pass from Nosek. Shot by Greer. Missed the net. Sam Askevich gave it to Greer. It was a give and go 2-on-1, and Greer just missed it wide. Erson was down, and he missed it. Wow. Very big missed opportunity as Erson does not have a stick. That's deflected, so no icing. And Erson chases to go get his stick as a hit happens behind the play. Flown back into the zone, and that's going to be a whistle there. With 3:59 in. Couturier with the latest chance to get the Flyers a chance to get in the game again, and no. Bobrovsky for the Panthers has been perfect all night. That's his best save of the night, too. Face-off one here. And the pass across goes to Mikkola, deflected back into the zone by Luostarinen. Erson plays it, lost it. Along the boards, battled for, still chipped it. Bennett's shot save made in the left circle. Tkachuk, now Luostarinen. Tkachuk trying to get it away from Cates. Noah Cates moved it up, trying to chip it out of the zone. It's going to be tough to clear it out, though. Luostarinen has it jammed as well. As they'll have to retreat for the puck. Bennett was trying to pursue him. And now it's Cates who moves it up. Here's Bobby Brink. 2-on-2. Bobby Brink is in on the backhand, waiting. Sends it in the middle. Here's a chance, and no, he lost the handle. Turned over. Here's a shot. Front. Save. Bobrovsky rebound. And it stopped, and then they start to push each other, and they're starting to fight a little bit now.
Wee-woo.
Wow. Flyers getting chances now. I wish I could mute that so bad. that. That's great.
My nose is itchy.
Okay.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you. 10-9, the shots favoring the Florida Panthers right now. Konechny does not win the faceoff here. It is cleared off the glass and out of the zone, but the Flyers getting some chances now. Starting to get through that defense of the Panthers. Pass, and that's no icing as Bobrovsky played it behind his own net. Lundell chips it to the middle, intercepted though, and taken away by Sanheim, who sends it in. Rimmed all the way around. Tippett. Owen Tippett behind the net. Konechny lost the handle on the pass from Tippett. Race for the puck now. It's Boquist who drops it off. For Hagee waiting, surveying his options. Off a stick and regathered here by the Flyers. Konechny stretches it up. Here's Tippett on the left wing. Tippett, nice move. Tippett behind the net on his backhand. Pressured. Centering pass, and it could not go and not held at the line. Ristolainen. A retreat for the Flyers as they get a line change. Both teams. Here's Ristolainen moving through. Ristolainen is in. Wait, shoots, save, rebound. Denied by Bobrovsky on the rebound as well. As the Flyers are getting some chances now. They just needed that intermission. Now they have started to try to find their game now. They really need a goal to prove that all this work can go through. Shots are even at 10 at the moment right now. Don't know if that's going to be changed or not. Flyers down by 2 here at home. And now this is 11 shots. They added one more shot to that. So they have the shot lead right now, 11-10. 6 minutes into the second period. Drysdale moves it up. It's deflected back into the zone. Here's a chance moving through. Could not go. Intercepted. Here's a chance on the slot. It was blocked. It's Michkov, and then he intercepted again. And for a second, it went off his stick. If he had controlled it, that would have been a very dangerous play there. Deflected back into the zone. And here's Rodriguez the other way. Off a bad pass by the Flyers. Barkov in the corner. Pressured along the wall by Zamula. Comes in front for Rodriguez. It's chipped off his stick. And then one of the Flyers lost their stick. It's Couturier, and that's going to be an icing on Philadelphia. 13-10 to go. And chaotic sequences throughout the whole game. Almost 6:50 into the second period. Or 6:50 already into the second period. We're almost 7 minutes in, actually. 11-10. Shots combined. 21 in the game. And it's cleared out of the zone again. That's going to be another icing. 13:03 to go. And back-to-back icings by Philadelphia. Right now, the NFL is in their playoffs right now. I believe the Vikings are playing. Face-off one here by Zamula. Now Ristolainen will move it up. Chipped off the glass. And it's regathered here by Florida. Mikkola moves it through the middle for Bennett. Sam Bennett lost the handle. Then a fan pass, and it's recovered here by Florida. Matthew Tkachuk moving through. He's had kind of not the greatest season in the regular season, but he mostly shows up for the playoffs anyways. He's just that playoff player. Ristolainen. Off the glove of Tkachuk. No icing here. Schmid will get it behind the net. They do say that was icing. That went off the glove of the Panthers, and I thought that was going to negate it, but apparently not. And they're showing the referees again. The ones in the crowd, the fans that are dressed up as the orange stripes as the 2-0 lead for the Florida Panthers as we return after these messages. We're back, everybody in Philadelphia. Joined alongside Brandon, I'm Max, and it's a 2-0 lead for the Florida Panthers. The Flyers trying to get some momentum here. They've had some good chances, but they need to get a goal here, or else if the Florida Panthers make it a 3-0 lead, this could be really bad for them. Michkov and the rookie points leaders. Lane Hudson's leading with 32. He is right behind him. Michkov with 30. Macklin Celebrini with 29. Karagochier for the Ducks is 20 points. Logan Stankoven for the Dallas Stars with 20 points. And that Calder Trophy race continues in this regular season as we're halfway through it. Through the middles, and that's deflected out of play into the netting. The shot from the blue line by Florida. Sam Iskevich with a chance. So nothing has happened here in the second period. No scoring. We've had 2 in the first, and the Flyers really needing a goal here, because if they do not get a goal in the second period, after all the hard work they've had some really good shifts. They have had some really good chances as well. If they do not convert on those chances moving forward, when they get another great chance like that, the scoring chances are even at 8 right now at the moment. Moving through, it could be a 2-on-1 here. Hathaway centered, and they score! They cut the deficit to 1. Great pass by Hathaway along the boards. Hathaway centered it for Foling, and it's a 2-1 game now as the Flyers do convert and make it a game again. And it's a game again, guys. And the Flyers are back in the offensive zone again. Carried away by Florida, and the building is re-energized again. A high sticking miss there. Pass across. Flyers trying to tie up the game here. Behind the net. And lost. There, the possession. Sent back in. Here is Rodriguez, who dropped it off. Important shift here. Shot from distance was blocked and out of play into the netting. 11:31 to go. A block by York. Huge block from the blue line from Barkov's blast. Hathaway centered it for Foling, but it actually went off of Schmidt's stick, so it's not going to be Foling's goal, I believe. I think it's going to be Hathaway's goal. And on the 12th shot, they convert on that pass, and it's a 2-1 game now. And the game has all of a sudden gotten interesting here, Brandon. It's a 1-goal game before the Flyers just need one to tie it. And the face-off one here, forcing back to the blue line. Kulikov's into the cross, shot, and a save made. Glanced off of Ersson's shoulder, I believe. Tkachuk leaves it for Bennett in the circle. Trying to center it again for Tkachuk. It's intercepted. Bennett's pass, and then it went off Tkachuk's skate. But they re-enter onside, they say. It's sent deep into the corner. Konechny leaves it. Couturier goes back to the point. Pass for Konechny, who delays. To Ristolainen, waiting in front, and a save. Bobrovsky with a save there on that chance by Ristolainen. The 13th shot for the Flyers. 10:59 to go, and the Flyers have scored 1 to get within 1. And the game has all of a sudden gotten interesting. 10:59 to go, 12-10 the shots favoring the Flyers. The Panthers have only had 3 shots here in this second period, as we have to reset the clock here. Garnet Hathaway with 42 penalty minutes leads the team. He has 4 goals. That was his 4th goal of the season, 10th assists. And 43 games played, and face-off one here by Florida as Konechny could not win it. Rimmed all the way around now. Pursuit of the puck is Frost. Frost gets it in the corner as they roll to him. They'll try to hold it in. Konechny, he does. Goes behind the net for Frost. Mikkola pressuring, and Samoskevich got it out. Schmid. And it's held in at the line. Backhand deep into the zone. Here's Konechny. Konechny waiting, goes back to the point, sends it across. Drysdale's shot deflected and out of play. And Konechny slams his stick in frustration. Does not like how that shift ended. He is just threw his water bottle on the bench. He's on fire right now. He's really annoyed. He just threw his gloves as well. Oh boy. Jeez. The emotion of the hockey game. Face-off one here by Florida. Here's Verhaeghe. He'll chip it in. And Drysdale, or my apologies, that was Sanheim. And it's deflected off the boards and out of the zone. Deflected off a stick. Here is the Flyers. That's a delayed penalty upcoming to Florida. And a power play upcoming for the Flyers. It's going to be the 3rd chance on the power play. And they're going to look to tie the game on it, if they can. Their power play has struggled. This is a big moment if they can do it. 9:56 to go in the second. It's a 2-1 game, and we'll be back with more after this. We're back in Philadelphia, Wells Fargo Center. the Panthers and the Flyers. A power play upcoming for the Flyers right now. They're 0 for 2 on the power play. They only have a shot or two on their power play on goal. But they need a power play goal here as Couturier, the captain, drew a call on a hooking there, and it was Boquist who took the penalty at 10:04. They need a power play goal to tie the game, and they need one desperately. This is a very big kill for Florida. Face-off one here. Forsling in the corner, chips it along the boards. Kulikov pressured. It's deflected to the line, not out. Oh, just barely, too. It was held in. Very sloppy passing, though. And it's deflected to the line, not out. Drysdale sent to the cross. Back to Drysdale. A give and go. Now goes to Frost behind the net. Frost pressured on the perimeter. They're looking to move it. Drysdale. Across. Shot. Deflected. Rebound. It's still loose. Cleared out of the crease. Goes back to Drysdale, who sends it across. Cross ice seam goes to Drysdale now. Drysdale dancing the blue line. Pass across. Leaves it. Shot! What a save! Tippett with a chance to tie the game and denied by Bobrovsky. Konechny re-enters for the Flyers. Konechny spins. Forced out of the zone by Barkov. Ristolainen. 55 to go. Deflected off of a Florida player. It would be offside if they touch it. They'll have to get back, and Forsling will regather it for the Panthers. 15-11. The shots favoring the Flyers now. Ersson plays it. Ristolainen off the backboards. Ristolainen passes it across. Deflected back into the zone by Brink. Along the boards, battled for. Brink. Along the boards, still fighting for it along the wall. Brink trying to get it. 22 seconds to go on the power play for the Flyers. They need one. Ristolainen now in the middle. Pass off a skate. Wow, that was a very bad pass by Forrester. And with 10 seconds remaining on the power play, this is very sloppy passing. Forrester, I don't know what that pass was, but it was a pass indeed, and not a very good one. And another kill by the Panthers. Deflected as it's sent back into the Flyer zone. 7:45 to go. Fans have not liked this power play at home. They haven't done much on it. Brink along the boards. Taken down was one of the Panthers. In front of the net it came. Drysdale and not held in by Lofton. And that's going to be an icing on the Florida as they're taking on some water now. 7:27 to go. And this is getting interesting now. As they're getting really high quality chances here. Is off the face-off. It's one here. Greer will pass it up. Race for the puck. It's Samoskevich waiting, shooting. It's blocked. Samoskevich gets it back, and a save made. Greer jostle with it with Drysdale. It goes back to the point. Here's a shot from distance. Missed the net wide. Only one blocked shot by the Panthers. 13 for the Flyers. So most of the shots have gone through by the Flyers at their end. Haven't been able to block much as the Panthers. Flyers have not allowed much shots, but the ones that have gone in were on 11 shots. 2 of them have gone in. Dropped it off from Tippett. Here's Michkov trying to backhand it to the slot. No one was there. Kachuk lost it. Deflected off a stick. The shots are 9-3 in the period here for the Flyers in favor of them. Very better period here. This is a very better period for the Flyers. Much of an improvement. Here's Tippett who drops it off, and the slot shot missed the net. And I believe it was Michkov behind the net. No, my apologies. That was not Michkov. That was the, I don't know who that was. It was Frost. Morgan Frost with a chance. Lundell Lundell off a body, sent back in. Ristolainen moves it up. Deflected. Couturier off the glove of one of the Panthers is held in the zone for a second, but Lundell steals it away from the blue line. Shot wide of the goal is deflected from the blue line. Ristolainen taken down one of the Panthers, and it's cleared out of the zone, out of the reach of Couturier. Reset here by the Flyers. They'll look to get a line change potentially. Zamula moves it up, and that deflected. That's going to be an icing. No, it's not. Given up. Here's a chance. Pass behind the net. Pressured was Michkov. Goes back to the point. A shot deflected. Rebound. Michkov! Denied by Bobrovsky. Oh, the Flyers are getting chances. They haven't been able to get that tying goal, though. They have played much better in this period than the Panthers. And the Panthers are going to take this lightly when they go into the third, so they got to get their chances now before that time expires here in the second period. Deflected. Here's a chance moving through. Here's Forster moving in. Forster behind the net. Forster crushed behind the net. It's in the pile of bodies, Brink. And it's taken away by Samoskevich, held in at the... No, it's not held at the line. They touch it, and it's offside. With 4:14 left in the second period. Michkov with a great chance in front of the net. Couldn't get all of it, as it's a 2-1 game now, as it's gotten tight here in Philadelphia. We're back, everybody, here in Philadelphia. 2-1, the Florida Panthers leading it. And the Flyers have gotten some really grade A chances here. .4:14 left. There's a discussion right in front of the Flyers bench until it has ended. Tkachuk is yapping at their bench right now. Don't know what is happening here. And the faceoff is not dropped yet. The puck is not dropped yet. It's been a while since Florida's gotten a shot on goal here in a while. Here's Sanheim with the puck, and he plays it off the boards from the penalty boxes, or near the penalty boxes, and it's Luostarinen who loses the puck off the pressure. Shot from the blue line was blocked, and the other way come the Panthers. Could be an odd man rush if they hurry. Tkachuk leaves it for Bennett to the front. Oh, what a save! Luostarinen with the chance, and Ersson denies him. Hathaway the other way on the right wing. Hathaway circles behind the net. Hathaway on his backhand, goes back to the point, sends it across. Ristolainen, a shot deflected. Save, Bobrovsky. Off the side of the net. Off the face-off one here. And it's along the boards where it's battled for. Morgan Frost goes back to the point. Here's a shot. Blocked out in front. Knocked down. Here's a chance for Ristolainen. Waiting at the point. Shot deflected. Save, Bobrovsky. Good chance there for the Flyers to tie the game, but no. They've been pushing all period. 19 shots to 12. 3 shots for Morgan Frost in the game, and he gets out of the face-off circle. Off the face-off. And a huge hit on Verhaeghe. He got taken down. Tippett drops it off. Here's Ristolainen. Frost. Off. No, they say that's onside, and a shot missed the net wide. I was in fully agreement with that one by the linesman, but it looked like it was off, but they said it was on. Boquist couldn't get it. Cleared out. That's going to be no icing. He beats it. Flyers were back, and that's why they could beat the icing. It would have been an icing if the Flyers weren't there. Boquist passes it across for Forsling. A backhand on goal. Save made. Rebound there. And did not go. Nosek now goes back. Verhaeghe, or my apologies, Luosterainen. And now it's Samoskevich. Samoskevich goes back from the point. Here's a shot from distance. Blocked out in front. Drysdale on his backhand deflects it out of the zone. Sent back in from the red line. Rimmed all the way around. Greer left it in the middle. Shot! And it deflected. Just wide of the goal. Might have gotten a piece of it was Ersson. Stolen away here. Michkov lost it. Michkov gets it back. Off of pressure. 1:45 to go in the second. Shot and a save made by Bobrovsky. His 19th stop of the night. 20th shot for the Flyers. Here's Bennett. He'll rim it around. Barkov. Or my apologies, Kachuk. Pardon me. Held in at the line though. And Kachuk couldn't get the pass. And then it's another pass that's intercepted. 2 intercepted passes that could have been chances for the Flyers. But still, they have outplayed these Panthers in this second period alone. Schmid. And now it's Luosterainen. Brink gave it away. Here's Barkov. He shoots. Deflected wide of the goal. Kachuk couldn't get it. Less than a minute to go in the second period. It's chipped up in the air. Here's Brink. Brink along the boards battled for. Barkov will get it behind the net. Backhand pass through the middle. And it's moved through. Sent back in from the red line. 40 seconds to go in the second period. Taken away by Ristolainen, and now they move it up. Maybe one last rush here for the Flyers, potentially. Reinhardt intercepts it. Deflected back into the possession. Held in at the line. Chipped back into the zone. Forsling will get it. 22 seconds to go in the period. 2-1. Panthers leading it. Cleared out of the zone by Lundell. 15 to go. Drysdale moves it up. 12 seconds to go. The Flyers need one here. Here's a shot. Save made by Bobrovsky. 20th save of the night. Maybe 2 seconds. And that ends the period. A 2-1 game as the Flyers get on the board. That's the only goal of the period. But they make it count as now they've cut the deficit to 1, which is huge for their own sake here, as the Flyers will need 1 more in that third period if they do not give up any more goals to try to force an overtime or try to get a point out of this. As we'll return for our intermission report, the second period's over, 40 minutes in the books, 2-1. Florida still leading in front of the Flyers. We're back, everybody, on the intermission report, and it is 2-1 now in favor of the Florida Panthers at the moment. Let's go over the stats in that second period. Only one penalty compared to the 5 we had in the first, and the Flyers brought it on the Florida Panthers. They got one less shot than they did in the first period for the Florida Panthers. 6 shots on goal. The Flyers doubled up on their shots on what they had in the first with 14. And now it's 21-13, the shots in favor of the Flyers. They get the goal. Ryan Foling, they do credit him with the goal. I guess he knocked it in before it crossed the line, before I saw an angle where it looked like it could have been Hathaway's goal. But they do credit Ryan Foling with the goal, his 5th of the regular season. Hathaway with the assist. And right when we were talking about when they needed a goal to get something on the board and show what hard work they have done throughout this whole second period, they do get it. They almost tied it as well. They've had multiple chances to tie the game, and they do get the goal off a great pass, off a zone entry, and Hathaway with a great pass to Foling to the front of the net, backdoor feed into the net, and it's 2-1 now, and Ryan Foling, for sure, probably feels good about that one, as the Flyers probably do as well, because it felt like they just kept building and building on their momentum that they continue to have, because Florida was not having much offense, to say the least. They only had 6 shots on goal, and yeah, this is a way better performance that they had in the first period, where they couldn't even get into the zone at points of the game. And now they can finally get through, get shots to the net, very good chances to the net, and Bobrovsky has come up big here in Philadelphia as he's kept us a game. And the Panthers are probably now going to push now. And I guess Tortorella's message, whatever he said after that first period, worked out, as now they are within 1 here in this going to happen the third period. It's going to be very interesting what happens here, for sure. And again, the power play struggles continue for the Flyers at home. They're 0 for 3 on the night. They had a chance on a power play to score. That was, I believe, Tippett with a very grade A chance, and Bobrovsky denied him, and that was probably the best chance that they had on the power play throughout the whole game. And it's been Tippett on the power play that's continued to get those shots on goal, very high quality ones too. And yeah, they have certainly brought up the tempo here. They really need to fix that power play, though. That is a terrible power play at home. See if we can get a stat on how bad it's been. Flyers trying to make it not a sweep of the season series, as Florida won the previous 2. One in Florida on November 9th in the shootout, 4-3. Panthers won it. And then one here in Philadelphia, 7-5. Oh my God, you just jump scared me. Out of nowhere. Anyways, 7-5, the December 5th matchup. Less than a month after that 4-3 win in the shootout. And now it's a 2-1 Florida lead right now. The Flyers trying to come back in this game and try to win it, but the Florida Panthers looking to hold on to bring a W home. And let's check what the standings are actually in the National Hockey League, where the Panthers are sitting right now. If they were to win this game right now, they would be at 55 points. It'd be just trailing Toronto, as Toronto is first in the Atlantic and would give them about 6-point advantage against Tampa Bay, which sits at 49 points. But that Eastern Conference, that Eastern Conference is very bad. It's a very bad conference. Very bad conference right now, because we have multiple teams that are in the wild card spots. Boston Bruins, Columbus, Ottawa's outside of it, Detroit as well, Montreal, Pittsburgh are all within a point or two within Columbus. And games in hand with all teams except for Pittsburgh, they've played 45. And Boston's played 45, but if they don't watch out and get some wins here, they went on a 6-game losing streak. They could potentially not get back in this race, and it's a very tight Eastern Conference, but continuing to lose, though, is not a good sign for these teams in the Eastern Conference. Buffalo's way out of it. Flyers a little bit down in the standings, but if they were to win tonight, they would be able to bump it up to 43 points, and they'd be just trailing the Pittsburgh Penguins, and they would be ahead of the Rangers, but they would have played 2 more games in hand. Well, the Rangers already have 2 games more in hand than the Flyers would, as they've played more games. And I believe we are coming back to the game. No, we still have 3:26 left on the intermission clock for right now, but Garnet Hathaway is the one who set up the goal for Ryan Foling to get the Flyers within 1 as they look to try to respond with a tying goal to try to force us into a potential overtime, potentially. We'll see, as we'll be back with more after this, the third period coming up next on the NHL and MHS. Back, everybody, in Philadelphia. Third period about to start, and the Flyers are within 1 to tie this game up, looking to get that tying mark and try to potentially get a point out of this or 2. They can send it to an overtime to get a point. But right now, Belinskas' goal is the difference maker. He's just a weak wrister, just beats Ersson pretty clean there, and wasn't the prettiest goal y'all have ever seen in the National Hockey League. But it went in. It's a difference maker right now, and the Flyers have to make up for that kind of a weak goal there. And they look to tie this game. Owen Tippett with 2 shots on goal. Both of them, I believe, have been on the power play. 13-13 of ice time. Leads team with 114 shots on goal this season. It's incredible for Owen Tippett. They need that offense. They are a very rugged team, very more physical game under John Tortorella. And blast from the past, the quarter century stuff. Brian Boucher, goalies. And that save against the Rangers in the shootout was the one that needed them to make that long 2010 Cinderella run. Incredible run for the Flyers in 2010, where they had that amazing run to the Stanley Cup Finals. Lost to Chicago in 6 here in the same building, Wells Fargo Center. And we're underway in the third period. Deflected, and the Flyers get possession again. Sent in. Flyers looking to tie the game. Steal it along the wall. And it comes to a chance there, and no, nothing. He never got the puck. Reinhart lost it. Reset here by the Flyers. Some collision at center ice. And there's a delayed penalty upcoming on Florida. And there's going to be a power play upcoming for the Flyers. So immediately at the start of the third period, there's a chance for the Flyers to tie the game. They are 0 for 3 on the power play. They say that's onside. They're going to touch it up anyways. No, they whistle it down now. And a chance, really big chance here for the Flyers to tie it up, but they have been terrible on the power play. Florida needs a really big kill here if they want to keep this game in favor of them, or else the Flyers will have a chance to tie it. Huge chance here coming up for the Flyers. .43 seconds in, Alexander Barkov for a tripping. Konechny, Frost, Michkov, Tippett, and Drysdale on this power play unit. I believe they changed it up a little bit here. Forsling couldn't get it. Tippett was tied up. Lundell will get it. Pressured in the corner. Got taken down. Might have been a little bit of a trip there, but they don't call it. Forsling, 4 shots on the power play for the Flyers. They're 0 for 3 on it. Huge chance here on this power play to tie the game. Second chance in trying to tie the game with a power play goal. Into the zone, dropped off Konechny. Pass across. Can the Flyers do it? Shot from distance. Blocked rebound. Oh, what a save! Bobrovsky with the pad. He stretched out and got it. Wow, what a save. Here's a pass for Tippett. A pass across, and it didn't go for Michkov. Wow. 2 potential chances there. Oh, wow. A minute left on the power play. They need a goal. They've gotten so much chances in this game. It's astounding how they've not been able to score more ever since that second period push. Brink goes back to the point. Ristolainen sends it across. Shot, save, rebound, scores! They tie the game. What a rebound there. A heavy rebound. And it's put home. Wow. By Noah Cates, who ties it on the power play, on the 4th power play of the game for the Flyers. They finally convert. 2-0-1 in. 8th goal of the season. And they do get it. And they've tied it. And a 2-0 lead for the Florida Panthers is gone. And we have a new hockey game here in Philadelphia. With basically most of the period left. Stretch pass could not go for Mikkola. That is going to be an icing. With 17:41 to go, and the Flyers have tied it. $17:41 to go in the third. There's a discussion between the linesmen and the referees right now. Do not know what the conversation is about at the moment. Currently do not know what is happening here. 24-13, the shots favoring the Flyers. They've tied the game at 2, and it's a good one now. Chipped in by Konechny. Konechny gets reversed hit right there, and then a takedown of Balinskis. That's going to be a penalty upcoming to the Flyers. It's a very bad penalty to take here after he just tied it, and it's going to be forced out of the zone. Balinskis, delayed penalty upcoming to the Flyers. Balinskis with the puck, drops it off for Tkachuk. Matthew Tkachuk drops it off again. Reinhart back to Tkachuk. Slowed down the pass. They'll touch it up Ristolainen, and a power play for the Panthers. Second power play, and Tortorella does not like the call. And a power play upcoming here for Florida. Face-off one here by Florida. Along the half wall. Oh, that could have been another penalty. Verhaeghe got taken down. Here's Reinhart wide open. Shot! Save made. Goes back to Reinhart. Couturier for hooking. Schmid gets it back from a return pass. Here's Reinhart from the blue line out of Barkov along the boards. Goes back. Slap shot. Save made. Rebound still loose. Regathered by Barkov. Now Schmid faked the blast from the blue line. Goes back to Barkov, the captain. Tkachuk waiting. Shot was blocked. Centering pass for Reinhart. He scores! Power play goal for the Panthers. And they make it a 3-2 lead. And they do respond. Back-to-back power play goals for each team. And on their 14th, they've put it home for a 3-2 lead. And a very bad penalty cost them. And you can see the frustration on the slam of a stick by, I believe, York. Great pass to Reinhart. And that's his second of the game. And it's 3-2 Florida. 27th goal of the season. 3:35 in. So power play goal by the Flyers, 2:01 in. And then a goal a minute and a half later. And the Florida Panthers have restored the lead 3-2, and the energy in the building kind of quieted down now. Couturier couldn't get it, and now it's Konechny trying to chase for the puck. That's going to be an icing. 16:07 to go. It's now a 3-2 Florida lead. And the scoring continues. Off the draw one here by Kulikov. Now to Forsling, who chips it up. Luostarinen can't clear it out of the zone. Now in the second try, he does clear it. Brink went down. And now it's moved up again. Here's Lundell. Dropped it off. Here's Kulikov with a shot. Save made by Ersson. Rebound still loose. Another Flyer gets tripped up. That's going to be a penalty Another penalty on the Panthers. That's going to be their 5th penalty of the night. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's a bad joke. And the Flyers will have a chance to tie it again. Oh, my. This has been a wacky one. And Kulikov does not like the call at all. But it is made either way. And can't do much about it. So Konechny with 8 power play goals. They really need another power play goal to tie this one up. Drysdale sends it across. Leaves it. Frost waiting. Shooting. Missed the net wide. Konechny goes back to the point for Drysdale, who sends it across. Right wing. Goes back to Drysdale at the blue line. Looking to move it around is Konechny. Konechny waiting at the blue line. Disrupted. That's a very bad pass as well. Nice stick in the lane, though. Konechny, and that's a rocket pass. What in the world is that? Brink, and it's off a body. And the power play looks like it's struggling again. We've had some wacky stuff happening in the first 5 minutes. 2 goals, 2 power play goals. Forsling. Flyers need another one to tie it up. After being down 2-0, they tied it. And now they have a chance here, and a save made. Ersson leaves it for Ristolainen. 1 minute remaining on the power play for the Flyers. Mikkola. Centering pass from York. Deflected. Behind the net, now it's back to the point again. Ristolainen. Knocked down Cates, and he lost it. It's forced out, and Boquist pressuring. 35 left to go on the power play for the Flyers. Their 5th one. They're 1 for 4. Sent in from the red line. Looking to continue that momentum on their last power play, but it is deflected out of play with 14:09 remaining. In the 3rd period, power play continuing in this game. Off the face-off one here, Morgan Frost with 5 shots. Here's Drysdale, who waits, delays, in front, and they score! They tie it! Another power play goal! And we're tied at 3. 3 power play goals in a row. 2 from the Flyers and 1 from Florida, but this one ties it. What a pass on the backdoor feed. Michkov left it for Morgan Frost, who puts it in. And it's tied at 3. My goodness. What a wacky start to a 3rd period. It was 2-1 Florida, and now it's 3-3. Wow. At 5:59, it is Morgan Frost with the goal, and it's 3-3. Very wacky 3rd period here. Deflected into the middle. We're tied again at 3. Very, very tight one here. Tkachuk takes it away. Here's Reinhart. Reinhart will chip it into the corner. Deflected out of the zone. No icing here. We're not even 7 minutes in, and we have so much goals. The tying goal by Philly originally to make it 2-2. Reinhart with a 3-2 lead on the power play, and now it's Morgan Frost with the goal. And that's 3 goals in less than 6 minutes. That deflected and out of play, deflected off the glass, so it's no penalty. With 13:07 remaining in the 3rd period, and we are going to go to break. After all that, it's a 3-3 tie. First, the Flyers tied it in the power play goal by Reinhart, and now they've tied it again. 3-3. We'll be back on more after this. back, everybody, here in the third period, and it has been a very entertaining third period. It was 2-1 when we started, and it's now 3-3, 3 power play goals. And it was Noah Cates who started it off, and then Reinhardt with his second of the night, and now it's Morgan Frost who ties it again for Philly. 2 power play goals by Philly. After that, they struggled for the first 2 periods on the power play. They scored 2 power play goals in the same period, and they nearly needed those goals. Kachuk was mad at what's his name? Hathaway, and they're tangled up. That's why, because Kachuk's stick went off, and they're just pulling and shoving each other. Kachuk trying to stir some things up, but it would have taken them a penalty. Face-off won here by the Flyers, and with 13 minutes to go, it's tied at 3. The shots are 25-16. They actually hit the scoreboard in the building. That hit the Jumbotron in the building. It's a very new Jumbotron now. It's been there for a couple years now. It's a very big one, too, as you see on our screen. It just hit the Megatron, the Jumbotron, whatever you want to call it. Face-off one here. Frost of his 10th of the year. Michkov and Drysdale with the assists. And they've tied it at 3. And see how this third period continues. We could see another 3 goals happening here. Reinhardt almost got it away. Reinhardt gets it back, trying to go for the hat trick. Reinhardt then taken away here. York backhands it. Out of the zone. Will that be an ice scene? Yes, it will be. 12:36 remain. Very entertaining game. Don't go anywhere right now because it is tied at 3. You don't know what else is going to happen in this game. You could see another couple more goals happen here. The referees are back. They've dropped the puck, but then instead they say it's not fairly dropped. And they got the split screen for the referees. Okay, that's my favorite right there. Favorite fans right there. To the referee fans. Oh, Schmid passes it across in front, and it's deflected wide. Cleared out of the zone. Schmid. Pass. Mikkola. Flyers were going for a change, so that's why they didn't move it up. And the Panthers re-enter. Kachuk, and he couldn't get the pass. It's deflected out of the zone and out of play. Into the crowd about 10 rows up, and some lucky fan caught it. Oh, my. Very entertaining one here in Philadelphia for sure. And don't go anywhere right now because it is getting really, really good. Tied at 3 off the face-off. Won by the Flyers. Boquist held it in for a second, then moved up. Along the boards, it's Lundell. Lundell takes it away. Flyers look to get it. Sealer clears it. It's going to be another icing. Having some trouble clear the puck efficiently or getting some passes up. 11:42 to go. Lucky fan. And he didn't catch it. It fell off his arms, and then he's like, oh, great. I believe it hit him in the head, too. Hit him around the... Oh, that's an ugly bump. Wow. Hit him head on. Oh, my God. And then we got a Brandon jump scare to end it all. That's going to be another icing. Tied at 3. They just keep going back at the fan that got hit with the puck, and it's a very bad bump on his his eyebrow. His right eyebrow. 11:29 to go. 25-16. The shots favoring the Flyers. They've tied it at 3. Forsling will send it all the way around. Barkov couldn't settle it down. Kulikov slows down the clearance attempt. Not cleared out of the zone, though. Forsling held into the line on the second clearance attempt. Sends it around. Drysdale will get to the puck. Pressure along the boards. Rodriguez, pressure along the boards still. Trying to fight for the puck. And Kulikov could not hold it in, and then this one's going to be no icing. Stretch pass by Bobrovsky wasn't on the same page with Rodriguez. Was in his skates. And then a fanned pass back by Konechny. And he's had some frustration throughout the whole game. Another fallen Flyer. That could have been another penalty. But I think they're going to stop calling penalties because they've called so much in this game. It's been a very penalty-fested game. And we're not done with it yet. We still got half a period to go. Zamula shot, deflected wide, and out of play. 10:23 to go in the third period. Flyers and Florida Panthers, and they are tied at 3. 9. Florida has 9 less shots than the Flyers do currently at the moment. Almost 10. Forsling. That's the Panthers won the faceoff. Deflected. Sent into the zone. It's going to be an icing on Florida for a change. And this continues the amount of whistles we get here. Tortorella sending a message on the bench right now. Talking to his players. Talking to Konechny specifically. Trying to probably calm him down because he has been heated throughout the whole contest, and just trying to calm him down, get back to the game, and play simple. Ristolainen, another trip, and there's no penalty. Zamula shot, deflected rebound, and another save made by Bobrovsky. He's had a good night. Half a period has gone by. We're in the late stages of the third period. Zamula held it at the blue line on his backhand, sends it low. Lofton, now behind the net, battling for it. Crushed bodies go down, piling behind the net, and taken away by Samaskevich, who lost the puck. Nosek, and now it's passed to the middle. Pass across. Here's Nosek, a drive, and it's blocked. And off the glass it goes. It's going to be another. Guess it. Icing. Another icing here with 9:25 to go. .25 to go. Foling was trying to go to the bench, and then he gets pulled out. Weird communication there from the bench, the Flyers bench. And they're getting reorganized here. See what's happening. And another failed face-off. Face-off one here by the Flyers. And they look to clear it, and they do. Out to center. 32 faceoffs won here by the Flyers. That deflected off via high stick. If the Flyers were to touch it, they don't. They would have been whistled down, but the Panthers did touch it. Lundell with the puck sends it in. Deflected off the backboards. Covered by Erson. With 8:57 to go in the third. 3-3 tie here in Philadelphia. 8:57 to go in the third. We'll go to a break, and we'll be back with more after this. We're back, everybody, in Philadelphia. 8:57 to go in the third period, and it is 3-3 at the moment. And we're less than 9 minutes away from a potential overtime. Sam Hallam, the Team Sweden's head coach of the Four Nations Face-Off 2025, is here in Philadelphia right now, watching the game from one of the suites. Okay, stop it. Shot! Missed the net wide. 8:49 to go. Barkov. And it's flipped up in the air, not cleared out of the zone. Shot from the boards. Blocked into the corner. Chipped out, held at the line by Rodriguez. A shot. Save made by Ersson. And then tied up, held in by Rodriguez. And it's cleared on the second attempt. Here's Barkov. He shoots. It's deflected wide off a block by Sanheim. Barkov now to Reinhardt, who goes back to the point. Rimmed all the way around for Rodriguez, who tries to go back for Barkov out of his reach, and it's out of the zone, back into the Florida zone. It goes as Mikkola will reset it for the Panthers as they get line changes. And so did the Flyers. Less than 8 minutes to go. Deflected. No icing. Ristolainen clears it to the line, not out. Forsling rimmed it all the way around. They've held it in a bunch of times, especially Forsling in the game. No icing. It's deflected. Bobrovsky plays it. Kulikov clears it out. No high stick. That was played via. It was going to play via high stick if the Florida Panthers were to touch it, but the Flyers touched it next, so it negates that. Kulikov. Pass was intercepted. Here's Owen Tippett the other way. Owen Tippett moves through. Owen Tippett, a shot! Save, rebound! Chipped it wide. It's still loose, and it comes to the front. To the point. From distance, Drysdale sends it across. A shot up in the air. And it's deflected out of play with 7:09 to go. Good chances for both teams here. Nothing much, though. Tippett with 3 shots on goal, a hit in the game. Face-off won by the Panthers. Samoskevich will send it in. Drysdale, 7 minutes to go in the third period. 3-3 tie here in Philadelphia. Along the boards, Lykesell couldn't get it out. Sends it across. Florida chance save. Off the glove of Ersson. There's 6:45 to go in the third period. Getting shorter and shorter in time in regulation. Tight one here. 27-18. The shots favoring the Flyers at the moment. 6:45 to go. Now it says 28-18 now. Pardon. They're very slow on those shots counts. Takes some time. It's getting fully confirmed from the press box. Face-off won initially by the Flyers, and then it was stolen away by the Panthers as the shot missed wide. Verhaeghe lost the handle, and it's cleared out of the zone by the Flyers. They'll send it into the Florida zone, and it bounced off of Bobrovsky's pad. It was a weird one. Centering pass could not go. Weird bounce almost led to the Flyers getting the lead for the first time tonight. Ersson plays it. Deflected. Verhaeghe knocked it down. Stopped it in its tracks, and it's taken away here by Lykesell moving through. Lykesell passes it. Oh, it just chipped off this stick of Sanheim as a 3-on-3 the other way. 4-on-3. Forsling save. Rebound. Still loose, and it's cleared. And a 2-on-1 the other way potentially. Here's a chance moving through. He's in. He scores! Noah Cates with his second goal of the game makes it 4-3. Their first lead of the night comes late in the third with 5:51 to go. And it's going to be close if that was offside or not. I don't believe it was. Nice move by Cates, and it makes it 4-3 Flyers. Very, very entertaining third period where we've seen 4 goals. And we're not done yet. Flyers' first lead of the game comes almost 55 minutes into the game. Balinskis sends it across. Deflected back into the zone. It'd be offside. It is called offside as Florida touched it up. 5:24 to go. The Flyers with the lead. Noah Cates with a solo effort to get through behind the defense on a backhanded shot. 5:24 to go. It's 4-3. Flyers leading for the first time tonight. We're back in Philadelphia. 4-3 Flyers leading with 5:24 to go in the third. My voice is giving out right now. There's been a bunch of goals. Well, my first game in quite a while. 2 weeks, 3 weeks basically. I've had 7 goals in my return. So, very entertaining game though, right, Brandon? And it's still not over yet. 5:24 to go in the third. 4-3. Flyers leading it. 9th goal of the season for Noah Cates. His second multi-goal game of his career. Could not come at the most greatest time. I messed that whole quote up. Centering pass could not go. Could not come at a better time. There we go. Could not come at a better time. There we go. Finally said it. 5 minutes remaining in the third period. 3 goals for the Flyers in this period. 1 for the Panthers. Chance, a shot was blocked. Frost with a chance. And now the Panthers have to respond if they want to force an overtime. They had a power play goal in this period by Reinhart. Ristolainen chips it. Deflected on Bobrovsky. Flyers nearing 30 shots on goal. Reinhart, pass across. Sent in by Forsling from the blue line. 4:20 to go. Barkov sends it cross ice. Forsling a blast. That was blocked out in front of the net. And moved up by Philadelphia and chipped into the Florida zone. A high flip. Flyers fans cheering in glee. 4 minutes to go. They have the lead. They're looking to hold on. Balinskis sends it in. Becomes a question when Paul Maurice pulls the Bobrovsky if they need to. Here's a chance. A shot blocked in front again. 2 blocks. Great blocks there by the Flyers defense. And now the Flyers are at 30 shots right now. Florida Panthers just need 1 more to get to 20 shots on goal. They tied the game against Boston. That was their last game, I believe. Or no, not their last game. But the last time Bobrovsky played, that's when that happened. When they tied it late with 2.8 seconds remaining. Giveaway, Luostarinen save. Rebound, Luostarinen save. Rebound off the outside of the net. It didn't go. What a chance for Florida to tie it, and somehow it did not go. Back in, less than 3 to go in the third. This has been one of the most entertaining games we've had on the network so far, and that's covered by Ersson, and the fight starts. 2:50 to go, and they get together and exchange some words. Mikkola throws in a punch on Tippett. Linesmen, referees trying to split everything up. Mikkola and Tippett were going at it. Ersson's just taking a knee. Mikkola is yelling right now. Linesman's Mikkola's still barking at Owen Tippett. Giveaway. It's so much chances. I don't know how Lundell. He had a wide open net and he missed. Wow. Right here. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh, game of inches. Very entertaining so far. 2:50 to go in the third. It's still not over. I feel like it's been an eternity, this whole game. For Flyers fans, it's really like a playoff game. Very chaotic game. 2-0 lead for the Panthers. Gone. 3-2 lead. Gone. It's 4-3. Can anyone hold a lead in this game? We'll see if the Flyers can. 2:40 to go. It's chipped into the Florida zone. Schmid. Deflected. And it's regathered here by Lawton. And it's deflected back into the Florida zone without no icing as it deflected for Hagee. Less than 2.5 to go in the third. Florida looking to tie the game. Verhaeghe moves through. Verhaeghe sidesteps, waiting, centering pass for Reinhart. Couldn't go. Went through his skates. Empty net at the other end. Backhand pass was blocked. Rolling towards that empty net wide. And it's going to be an icing with 2:08 to go. And we'll see if there's a timeout being called here. 7 third period comeback wins, tied with most in the NHL with Anaheim. That is insane. Bobrovsky's still on the bench. See if we have a timeout being called here. We're not getting a timeout being called here. And the faceoff won by Cates. Held in by Reinhart for a second. Brink gets it. Bobby Brink, and then it's reset by Florida. Less than 2 minutes to go in the third period. 4-3 Flyers looking to hold on. Their first lead of the game. Reinhart. Now to Tkachuk. Now to Verhaeghe. A save off the blocker side of Ersson. Behind the net, Tkachuk. Reinhart. Schmid. Waiting. Schmid to Tkachuk. Here's Reinhart. Down low. Bennett couldn't get it home. Now it goes back. Pass across. Less than 90 seconds to go. Barkov down low. Bennett. Bennett waiting on the goal line. Reinhardt's blocked. Reinhart again. Sends it on the goal line. Tkachuk centering pass couldn't go. 70 seconds to go in the third. Held in. Reinhart waiting from the blue line. His shot deflected. Blocked. Still loose in front of the net. In the slot. Tied up. And it's cleared out. All the way rolling wide of the empty net. There's going to be another ice. No, it's not going to be an icing. It was cleared out by Florida. 48 seconds to go. Chipped into the zone. 45 to go. Rimmed all the way around. Shot from the boards was blocked. Out to center. A race for the puck. Will he beat him to it? Stolen away. Centered. He missed the wide open net. Forster. 32.6 to go, and he had the game bookended, and he did it. Put it home. Skied it high. Wow. Verhaeghe with the chance earlier on, though. Florida with great chances, but nice defensive plays, blocks. Reinhardt's blast was blocked by Lawton, I believe. Yes, Lawton. And then this Forster, wide open. Oh, it deflected off a Barkov's stick. Well, no wonder why. We probably have a timeout being called right now. 32.6 to go. 30-23. The shots favoring the Flyers, and an entertaining finish to this game for sure. See if anything happens here. .6 remaining on the clock. Florida tied it late, not too long ago, in Florida against Boston to tie the game at 3. This time they would have to tie it at 4. They're a very skilled squad. Flyers are as well. They had been chasing all game. They have the lead. They do not want to give it up. They removed a shot, though. It's now 29-23. It's going to be back in the offensive zone for the Florida Panthers. So Bobrovsky's back in net. Defensive zone, actually. Apologies. So the faceoff's going to have to be won here by Florida if they want to move quickly. People kind of standing right now. Noah Cates with 2 goals in the game. 32.6 remaining in the third. Flyers looking to hold on. Off the faceoff, won by the Flyers. Noah Cates, another faceoff win, a big one. Verhaeghe pressured along the boards. The referee's in the way. They're probably barking at him right now because he's in the way. And a tie-up by Konechny along the boards. And can they get it out? No, 14 seconds to go. They cut off almost half of that time. They got one last rush potentially. Chipped into the zone. Out of play with 7.7 seconds remaining. Will that be in the zone? I don't think so. It's going to come out to center. Florida. The referee was in the way, and it kind of interrupted the chance to try to clear it, but a nice work there in Konechny tying up that puck. Empty net for Florida. 7.7 remaining. Barkov tied up. Empty net. Racing for the puck is Konechny, and it goes wide, but the Flyers win it. And a brawl right afterwards. Tkachuk going at it, and a whole battle going on afterwards. Reinhardt and Schmidt. Reinhardt is beating up Konechny right now on the ground. Tkachuk and Sanheim are tangled up. Or is that Bennett that's tied up with Sanheim? Okay, we got a wild finish to that one. They got out together and then like, okay, we're done with that. And Flyers win it 4-3, a comeback win, their 8th comeback win of the season. They lead the NHL with comeback wins. Flyers win 2 in a row. They get a win here at home. Very important one in the Eastern Conference wild card standings. Huge 2 points of this Flyers squad. And it's a 4-3 win here at Wells Fargo Center. Very big win here for the Flyers indeed. 4-3, the Flyers win it over the Florida Panthers, the defending Stanley Cup champions. From Brandon, IMAX. Thank you for watching NHL NHS. We'll hopefully be back soon. Sorry for the little bit of a break. Holidays happen and all that. 4-3, Flyers win it. And they look to continue. 2 leads. 2-goal lead and a 3-2 lead. From Brandon, I'm Max. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.